I want to thank all the groups for organizing this forum, and I want to say good evening to all of the candidates who made it here tonight. Now my question. At the end of the day, we must all be measured by the success of our students. How can we improve our student achievement levels from pre-K through grade 12? What are two of your concrete plans to improve overall success and graduation levels? I'll say it again. What are two of your concrete plans to improve overall success and graduation levels? Thank you.
It will be good if we don't have to think about money. But money is the most important process. In terms of money in the school district, we have to think about our budget. When we decide how to spend the money that we are using in the district, we need to think how much we put of that money into the classroom. When the teacher comes with the proper tools, with the proper curriculum, and with the proper support of the district, of the administration, their only job is to teach, and the result should be great. The teacher should not be thinking if he's going to be fired because they are going to say the wrong thing. They should not be thinking that there are no pencils, no paper, not boards, no desk, that they have to have a child sitting on the floor because there is not even a desk or a chair for that child. When we utilize the resources directly into the classroom, the success of the teacher is going to be the greatest. Teachers should not be worried about what they are going to do with what they have, because we all could do the more with less. But here we have a lot and we are not using it appropriately. At least the community and the parents and the teachers, we don't have enough. Thank you.
I thought we were going to hold the floor. She said no. Should we repeat the question? You tell us
You're next.
So you want to go back down?
And then Ricky will be after this. That's how we wrap it up.
Am I now?
Yeah.
I'm now.
Yes.
I've had the privilege for working in different school districts. I've been successful with a general student population, but I specialize in working with students at risk. One of the issues with working with at-risk youth is that you have to first figure out, understand what the problem is. Oftentimes, school systems don't have the resources, the abilities to actually do that. But I think that the first thing that we got to do is we got to realize what's happening with these young people when they come into our classrooms. What's going on in their homes, and try to get involved to whatever extent that we can to make certain that these young people are successful. Once we can do that, whatever it takes, I think the other thing that we have to do is we have to make certain that resources are available to our teachers so that they have what they need to do what needs to be done in the classroom once we're working with these young people. So those are the two things that, to me, really stand out. I think first we have to identify what the problem is, why students aren't doing the things that we like to see. And then secondly, make certain that we have the resources necessary to make certain that they can fix the problem and do the things or be competitive on the level statewide.
When we look at the current proposed budget, it is showing at $185 million. When you look at textbooks and curriculum, it's way under $1 million. At the end of the day, if we're going to educate our children, why is it that curriculum and textbook is not at least $10 million? But the challenge is We padded it so, and we fixed it so, that so many other things take priority over the real reason why we call Hempstead School District a district.
I think one thing, the priorities really has to be instruction and supplies for the students, the parents, and the teachers. I really feel that if you're given the right time, the resources, the textbooks, and the support, also not only support within the schools itself, but also for the board. The board itself had to set the tone for us to move forward in this district, and the key is the children and the resources. And like Bishop Gates said, why is less money for our textbooks, our supplies, our instructors, and everything is top heavy? We can change that. Our priorities are off wrong when we don't provide the monies that we need to educate our students and also give our teachers the resources that they need, staff develop, the support, and also our parents. Our parents are key. They know and they will protect and do what they have to do for our community.
Okay, I think part of your question was, what are we going to do to improve the graduation rates and help our kids succeed? Again, I go back to one of our proposals, and that is the addition of computer access. Everything is not going to be taught in the classroom. They're going to have to get additional help. It's like tutoring, but you do it through the web. And there will be programs K through 12 that are available today. All we've got to do is put those computers into children's hands so that they know that they're going to benefit from that additional educational experience. Incentivize them with prizes and scholarships, and we'll have a very competitive, educationally attuned student body. That's our goal. Let me say this about budgets. There are no magic bullets. The state gives you an awful lot of money, but they control those dollars. So there's very little latitude with discretionary spending. There ain't a whole lot of money you're going to have for your pet projects. So be fair, understand, don't be angry because results are never as good as you want them to be. Work with us. Thank you.
Talk about improving graduation rates and overall success of our children in the school system. Two key things that go to my mind is, first of all, our children are graduating, they're just not graduating from schools. Where are they graduating from? They're graduating from the streets. Why? Because they're not in the schools. How do we get them back into the schools? So we need to put certain key factors into effect. One of them being is working with the village and the resources that they have, and also using the money that we already have in our budget to make sure we have certain key people like truancy officers to go back and get our children who are being educated out in the street instead of being educated in the school system. And the second thing that I think about is bettering our educational process, whether it's improving our alternative education program or bringing certain programs back into the village school system, making the learning process, more enjoyable and fun and appealing for the kids. When you have certain programs in effect, like vocational programs, like Uniondale, when they sending their kids to BOCES to get certain certifications, we can have those certifications right here in the district. So to answer your question, we first need to go back and get our children, make sure they're going to school, and give our students and our teachers the resources that they need to learn.
Thank you. Just to let you know, whoever I start with, person to your left, we just wrap it around. Okay? So the next